Hi, I hope everyone's having a lovely evening or morning or afternoon, whatever time it is for you. If you are seeing this video before 2026 begins, just know it wasn't by accident. Not everyone will see this video, and if this found you, it's talking about some major changes and alignments within the next year for you. So as you can see, I have some oracle cards off to the side here and my tarot cards, and we're going to go ahead and get right into the reading after a quick disclaimer. This is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave what does not, as well as if this does resonate with you in any way, shape, or form, go ahead and comment down below, I claim, or anything you wish. And subscribe to the channel, as it really does help it out. Okay, let's hop right into the video and get some tarot for the current energy. We have the King of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. Okay. The Four of Cups. The Knight of Wands. The King of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles. So this is your spread to begin with. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into analyzing it. So from what I'm seeing here, you have quite a bit of court cards, which is telling me that in 2026, you're going to have a bigger circle of people to support you, to stand by you, and to be there for you, whether that's friends or family or people in the workplace. So that's first of all something that I'm seeing. Second of all, you do have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So there's a very secure, materially secure especially, match that's almost divinely aligned coming in your future, if it's not already unfolding for you as we speak. You also have the Four of Cups and the King of Cups, which is telling me that there's something that you've potentially faced indecision and contemplation about. But with the King of Cups above it, it shows me that you're going to be able to come to decisions about things that you may have been contemplating. And ultimately, these decisions will result in victory. Now stay with me here, because we're going to look into these things in more detail in just a few moments. Okay, so you also have the Nine of Wands. This shows me that you've been holding back. You've been holding back your true potential. And with the Seven of Pentacles, I see that a lot of results are coming your way next year. Now, let's get some more information on these things that we talked about. First of all, when it comes to the people that are surrounding you in your life, what can you tell me about friendships? You will have many options with the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups talks about having options and among other things as well. But in this case, this is how I decided to read it intuitively. You're going to have many people that you will be able to choose to hang out with next year. And many people are going to want to spend time with you. Now, in terms of family, How is that going to unfold in 2026? You have the World. Okay. So you're going to have a very fulfilling familial life as well. And these cards, as you can see, I'm picking completely randomly, but the World has 4 protectors divinely protecting the woman in the middle. And I see a lot of protection coming from family and from you to family, potentially. So there's going to be this energy of, like, you know, Fast and the Furious, how Vin Diesel's character, he says, like, family is everything. Like, that's going to be, like, the level of your familial bonds. And if you and your family don't get along, then this could just as well be chosen family. Okay? Now let's take a look at this Queen and King of Pentacles energy. What can we find out about love? First of all, something is coming in quickly. Let's ask the Love Oracle about more details. Fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Okay, so there's someone that has you heavily on their mind right now, whether that's someone that you're currently with or someone that potentially you feel the same way about. Let's see, actually. Is this somebody who's fantasizing about you and keeping you in their thoughts? Is this person somebody that you also feel the same way about? Two of Swords. This talks about choices. So you will have a choice in the matter as to whether or not you want to move ahead with this person. So this could be multiple people, and you'll be able to choose the person that best suits you. Or if you're already in a relationship, then this person is fantasizing about you and you are their fantasy, and you're going to be able to choose how to move forward in this, and potentially they will make a choice about you and how to move forward and progress into the relationship. Because we have the World right next to the Two of Swords as well, this talks about completion. And in terms of love, that means reaching milestones. So that could also be a factor if you already are in a relationship. Now, we were also talking about seeing results after being guarded, which is a pretty general statement. And there's also victory here. I want to dive deeper into that and find out what we're dealing with. So let's pull an elemental oracle card. You have depth with the archetype of lake. Interesting. So, sorry. When I see this card that talks about holding back and the card that talks about depth, you're actually someone that has so much depth to you. You are someone that is a very deep soul with a lot of wisdom and a lot of intuition. You're not just about surface level things, like surface level conversations, surface level intentions. And that's something that I'm seeing first and foremost. Okay, so let's get a little bit more clarity here. This person is a deep person who's been holding back. How does this affect what they're going to see in the results of their life? You have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very charismatic, confident go-getter. This means that you've been holding yourself back, yes, but You're also going through a major glow up period in 2026. And I predicted this in an earlier video, and that's going to ultimately lead to the Seven of Pentacles energy, which is all about seeing the fruits of your labor and all about victory with the Ace of Swords. Now let's talk a little bit more about this glow up that I'm seeing in 2026. Can you give me some more details about that? That's funny. My cards don't usually come out in reverse, but we'll take it. You have Strength and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So you're becoming a much stronger person in pretty much every way, shape, and form. Not only are you going to become stronger physically, maybe I see you going to the gym. If not, then even just on daily walks or something like that. But you're going to become stronger mentally. And I see this very heavily with the Queen of Cups in reverse, because the Queen of Cups talks about emotions and emotional stability. And with the Queen of Cups in reverse, I see that as a very deep person, you're someone who may have had trouble with handling the regulation of your emotions in certain scenarios. And this may or may not resonate with you. Take what resonates, leave what does not, like I said. But I do see that many of you may have had trouble with emotional situations, even potentially in the past. And with Strength next to the Queen of Cups, I see this almost as like a indication that this is going to become a thing of the past. Okay, so we'll put her under the King of Cups, which is also a divine match there. Is there any other pertinent information that the collective needs to know about their year in 2026? This has been such a lovely energy so far, and it looks like your year is going to be full of blessings. And these are beautiful cards and a beautiful reading so far. I want to pull a couple more oracle cards. So we're going to pull one from the Moonology deck. This says, last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather. Okay, so what's really sticking out to me in this card is where it says last. And I know there's so much more to it astrologically, but the message that I'm getting here is this is that last stretch of the year. And I feel like if you feel overwhelmed at this current moment, because some of you may for whatever reason, and some of you may not, then around the holidays up until New Year's, allow yourself the time to just relax. But I wouldn't say to do nothing. I would say take some time off work. Do the things that you enjoy and love. Take a vacation if necessary. But take a moment and just journal. Just write down 5 goals, big goals, that you want for 2026. Maybe if you're even feeling a little bit more motivated, write down one moderately, like something between minor and major thing that you want to achieve for each month. And then if you are a fan of journaling, write down little things next year, every day, that you do want to get done, but very small things, like 3 each day. Like even make your bed in the morning and start off by doing that at the beginning of the year. And you'll see how this will eventually compound so that your results are absolutely seen. Because once the dopamine from writing down and checking off the things that you want to do and actually achieving them hits, it makes it feel so rewarding that you've managed to check it off your list. And then it just so happens that you're going to want to achieve bigger and better things. Anyways, that was quite a bit of advice about how I feel about journaling, but I digress. Let's proceed and get a little bit more information. We'll pull one more oracle card. Oh, vision boarding is also a fantastic idea while you're taking a little bit of a break, if you need one. Last quarter moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities. That's so funny that we got this card because that's exactly what I was just explaining to you guys that we should be doing during our breather season, which is, you know, whenever you need it really. But I'm going to say take this time before 2026 and make 2026 your year. Now, is there any other specific information pertaining to the collective situation that they need to know for the year of 2026? You have the Five of Swords. You also have the Five of Cups in reverse and the Lovers, which I'm going to cover up so I don't get in any trouble with video restrictions. Okay. So with the Five of Cups in reverse, I see that cycles that have caused you disappointment, loss, grief, heartache are going to be coming to a close. Things that you used to worry about are not going to be as strongly planted in your mind in the year of 2026 because you're going to become someone who has other things on their plate. With the Five of Swords, I am seeing that you do still have to be careful because as you grow more successful, there are going to be people that don't always wish you the best. And this doesn't necessarily mean that I'm saying that people are bad, because I actually do believe that majority of people are actually very good people, especially those in this collective. However, what I am trying to say is success comes with not only envy, but it comes with lack of support. And you'll see this with certain situations where some friends tend to pull away when a person is doing better. Okay? So just be careful and mind yourself, because I do see you becoming very successful with some of the cards here, including the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the World, Strength, etc. And I see you being very blessed with the Lovers, but we'll get into that more in a second. So with this success comes being mindful about who you share it with, and also being advised to move in silence, because I see big things happening for this collective in the year of 2026. Now with the Lovers card, let's pull a love message and get a little bit more info about your love life in 2026. Only you, devoted, attached, crave. And influences, attachments, third parties, peers. Okay. So you're no longer going to be someone that accepts someone with silly states of mind, with silly priorities, I should say. You're now going to be someone in 2026 who focuses on yourself and self-love, as well as love towards others, but you're only going to accept the kind of love, and this is part of your transformation and your glow up. You're going to be the type of person in 2026 that accepts the love, not the love that you think you deserve, but the love that you truly do deserve. Okay? You will be looking for or accepting love that shows devotion, love that shows someone with passion towards you, love that shows someone with loyalty towards you, and someone who doesn't treat you in a wishy-washy way. So that's what I see for you in the sense of love life. Now, I think I've covered some of the bigger things that I see for you in 2026. If you've made it this far, just know if you have any further questions about your year next year, as this was a little bit general, I do offer personalized readings, which are more specific to your situation. And I do also have a tip jar that I keep linked down below if you ever do want to or can give. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me with a healing feeling on another video. Thank you so much and have a great night. I hope you have the best 2026 because you deserve it.